Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. In a stunning turn of events, it's raining in England. We are the Swindon Town Swoodly Poopers, and today we are taking on Everton, of course. Everton, the hated rivals of my personal club, Liverpool, although, yeah, actually, I think Everton have done a great job the last couple seasons with very poor resources. Unlike my club, so good on them. Today I'm going to talk about your personal finances and specifically how to, have a good life in college and shortly thereafter without spending all your money on cocaine and hookers. Today we are starting our B team. I have an important Swindon Town update, by the way. We're starting Voluptuous Parent Card, Merrick in the middle, the Red Power Granger on the wing, Perry, who is a platypus in the middle. In the back, I believe we are starting one size fits all because it's not a game without him. A little bit of a foul there, I'll admit it. So, quick Swoodly Poopers update. You remember how we were like 11th in the Premier League and everything was great? Here's, okay, couple things. First off, we do not have a deep team. We only have like 3 guys on our reserves. Great saves there, Berna. And we've got a bit of a problem with our club, which is that we don't have enough players, but we also don't have any money. So the way that we've dealt with that is by just not having enough players, so our players are always tired and they aren't that good. That's the other thing, is that we only have a few good players. So with that in mind, we have somehow slipped to 17th in the Premier League, and we are kind of in danger of being relegated, particularly because our last 4 games are against like Manchester City, Manchester United, Arsenal, and Manchester City. So that'll be fun. We need to pick up some points. Everton is the kind of team we can pick up points against, but we can't afford to start our A team because we are still involved in the FA Cup as well as in the Europa League. So we're having a weird season that way. Like, we're not having a successful season in terms of the league at all, but we are having a pretty successful season in terms of, like those knockout competitions. So this is a real problem for us financially. It is analogous in some ways. Oh no. One size fits all track and back. What? A penalty? A penalty on one size fits all? Strong disagreement. Okay, he's going to have to save it. I'm going left. Oh, I went right. Oh, Mikel Arteta. I never liked you. He just put it away. Just put it away beautifully. And to be honest, I should have just said I'm going left and stayed going left, but I lost my courage, as keepers often do. You put Fat Lucas in that situation, I really think he makes the stop. Been thinking about playing Fat Lucas a little bit more. I miss him. I think we all do here at the Swoodly Poopers. So particularly now that we're down to 18th and we're down 1-0 to Everton when we desperately need to pick up points. I mean, it would just really suck to go all this way and then not even be in the Premier League next year and have to go back to the Championship. Like, that's not a narrative for you guys. That's not a story that you want to hear. Oh, no. Really? Off the post. So, here is my advice. Number 1, don't do cocaine, don't hire hookers. Both bad investments. Just not a good use of your resources. Number 2, this is hard to do, but it's pretty important. Don't spend money that you don't have. One of the weird things about student loans in America, and this will surprise people who don't live in America, is that you don't actually have to spend them on school. You can spend them on whatever you want. Try not to. That's hard to do. But try to live within a budget that is not the budget that is necessarily like, my budget is use all my loan money, but try to live within an actual budget that is as close to the budget of my budget is how much money I have. I know that's a challenge, but that's my first recommendation. Second recommendation is, just because you don't have any money, don't let that keep you from taking advantage of all the things that rich people take advantage of in the American tax code. The number 1 of which is starting an IRA or a Roth IRA. That's going to be worth so much money when you're older. And you're going to be so grateful, and you're going to go back to your past self, and you're going to say, past self, you were a genius. The main thing, I mean, the number 1 thing that you don't want to do when in those first few years out of college is you don't want to rack up massive amounts of unnecessary debt. And I can tell you, because I've done it, that it is possible to live, as long as you have roommates and stuff, it is possible to live on a on a pretty tight budget as long as you have health insurance. If you don't have health insurance and something goes wrong, it's a huge pain in the ass. And I know, and there's just nothing that can be done about that. And it's one of the continuing humiliations of America that we've put our country in this position. We have a corner kick here. I should have passed it to Merrick. Merrick, he was away, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. So instead we have a corner kick. And Leroy, no. God, it's frustrating. Really frustrating. What is even going on? One size fits all is going to track all the way back? I don't even know what we're doing anymore. We don't even seem to have a plan. I mean, we're throwing it into Merrick, who is perhaps 4 feet 10 inches tall. Like, he's not going to win. He's not going to win by heading it. It's a fact. We're gonna have to do some realigning at halftime. Might even go to a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-2-2-1 or one of those weird ones that you guys are always telling me to try. So yeah, it's illogical sounding, but it really is true. You can have a pretty good life on a budget as long as you don't like live in extravagance. You know, the federal minimum wage in the United States is like $8 an hour now. It's hard to have a really like fun life on $8 an hour. But you know, when I lived in Chicago in a reasonably good neighborhood and had paid $220 a month in rent, I had a lot of roommates, and that was kind of annoying. And we all had to share a bathroom, and that was sort of annoying. And I didn't get to like, you know, go out to Charlie Trotters or anything. But it is completely possible to do. And in fact, it is possible to make a relatively small amount of money, say like $10 or $11 an hour, and save. And the benefit of saving is that it allows you to make investments in your future, whether that be going back to school or maybe, say, instead of taking a second job, you want to write a novel or whatever it is. It allows you to do that in a way that most people don't feel comfortable making those decisions. So the benefit of like living really cheaply is that all of a sudden, I'm not going to say the world is your oyster or like everything is easy, but everything is a hell of a lot easier than it is for everyone else, which is kind of fun and nice. So, come on. Oh, everybody we just look terrible. We got to do some team management right now. Right now, squad. First off, everyone's coming off. Everyone who's tired is coming off, and I'm bringing in Leroy Williamson. He's going to be our center thingy guy. I'm taking you off because I don't like you anymore, and I'm bringing you on. I'm also switching you and you, Red Power Granger. You're going to the back. Does everybody like that? Everybody seems happy. Anything else? I'm tempted to bring on one of the John Greens, but I know that it's a mistake because I've got to rest them because they have to go to Europe. Okay, that's going to be all for now. I'm sticking with the 4-3-3 because I got to try to score a goal here, guys. It's not enough. It's not enough to, you know, play some interesting defense or something. I got to try to score. There we go. Nice pass. Nice pass. Pass back. Yes. Oh. I tried to do a fancy move there and it just didn't work. There's really nothing. It's the same as like losing weight or something. There's no like real trick to it. The trick is always just to not spend money, which is kind of like a depressing trick. And so you're always looking for like, oh, is there some secret way? But there really isn't. The thing is, though, particularly if you live in a city, there's an amazing amount of stuff that you can do for free just by like paying attention to what's Merrick, go. Go. Oh, Merrick, you're fast enough. Oh, and then an unnecessary slide tackle by One Size Fits All puts us behind the 8 ball. One Size Fits All. I can't believe he picked up a penalty. It's an embarrassment to our club. Oh, I almost had a breakaway and I messed up. And now One Size Fits All has to track back. Probably fouled him again. All right. Yes. So in my opinion, that is the answer. The answer is that there is nothing fancy. Eat less, exercise more, spend less money, save more of it. And you'll find that you can then make kind of interesting investments. The one thing that I would say is, oh, Schnoogerberger. I don't know how he missed the open goal there, but I'm glad he did. The other thing that I would say is that even if you are in a situation where you can like make investments in your future or whatever, don't be stupid and reckless with your savings. Whether you saved it yourself or you know, you inherited some money from your aunt or whatever. Just try to treat that respectfully, because when it goes away forever, and then you can never have it again, and you're stuck being poor for the rest of your life. Also, bear in mind that like the definition of poor is not really, you know, that there's poor and there's poor. Like, it's important to I think like that was something that I had trouble recognizing, particularly when I was like my first 2 years out of college and I wasn't making much money and I was frustrated by like all the things I couldn't do. I wasn't being conscious. Oh, snooga booga. Timmy Cahill, hero of Australia, hero of Everton. 76 minute down 2-0. Our B team sucks. We're going to freaking get relegated if we don't win a couple games here at the end, and it's going to be hard because we're all so tired. I apologize to my friends and family. I'm sorry. We're better than this. The Swoodly Poopers are better than this, but we've got nothing. And now, since there's no chance of getting a result, we've just got to kind of calm down and go and not get anybody injured, do some unnecessary slide tackling to entertain the people. And, you know, slide tackle. Yep, great job. Give up a corner kick for no good reason. Having the ball hit off our nuts. Schmantastic. I've been writing the last few days, which is really nice. I haven't been, for the first time really since The Fault in Our Stars came out, I've been doing some writing. You know, you forget how fun it is. It's really what I like doing with my life. And while I love making Hank Games videos without Hank, and I love Crash Course, and I love Nerdfighteria more than anything, there's something about writing that makes me happier than anything else that I do. So that's been nice. But yeah, anyway, there's a lot of stuff you can do for free, like writing, that you can do, you know, in your house or whatever. And I think like, I still think that, you know, like we just took Henry on an Easter egg hunt over the last weekend, and I still think like that was totally free, and it was by far the most fun that I've had in weeks. Just all of these little tiny kids screaming, basically like it was like a little kid riot, you know, like a baby riot. They would have been overturning cars, but they're too small, so instead they were just like screaming as they picked up eggs, screaming in joy over the egg situation. Leroy Williamson turns. Oh, this game could still turn into something. Oh, I thought I was at least going to get to sing the song I like, Stan, but no. All I do is lose. Lose. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for continuing to support the Swoodly Poopers, even in our time of trial. We might have to switch managers. Maybe I need to hire a new manager, not me. You know, hire like K-Sal WGDBT, that guy. He's really good. He'd be a good manager. That's what I should do. Hire a new manager. No, I actually think we have an idea for Swindon Town Swoodly Poopers, suggested by Stan, which is that at some point after the end of next season, we have to make a decision about whether I'm going to continue to play soccer or play some different game, which I may play a different game, I don't know. But I like the idea of playing soccer, but instead of playing the computer all the time, playing Nerdfighteria. That seems kind of cool to me. God, one size fits all. Oh, no, that was Voluptuous Paracard. He really should have scored there. That's disappointing. And that's the end of the game. Thanks for watching. Sorry we suck. Sniff the pit. We lost.